actually a live stream, so I'm live streaming this. I was thinking about just doing this video and kind of edit. Oh, it's kind of late at night, and I just want to kind of record this and get my opinion out. So this video is gonna be pretty long. I'm not quite sure how long it's gonna be. As I said, I'm live streaming this, but I'm gonna be talking about the trades that were made in the past couple of days before the trade deadline. So you're gonna see this late Saturday night, and the trade deadline is on Monday. So we're gonna get into probably the biggest one, not player wise, but kind of media wise, just because of who was involved. So we have the Leafs trade James Reimer to the Sharks. The Toronto Maple Leafs had traded goalie James Reimer to the San Jose Sharks, along with forward Jeremy Morin, and we're just gonna pick a random team here because it's really slow. Uh, yeah, we'll just pick Nashville. Along with forward Jeremy Moore in exchange for goaltender Alex Stalock, forward Ben Smith, and a conditional 4th-round pick in the 2018 entry draft. So in 2 years from now, that draft, this is not going to pick a team already, but Detroit. So I know that there were a lot of mixed feelings about Reimer being traded. I know he's been with them for a long time. The first ever game he played, he came in off of the bench. He played amazing, and he had a pretty good career in Toronto, but it's time for him to move on. Craig Smith hopefully doesn't miss the wide open net, but it was time for him to move on and just restart his career, and now hopefully he'll be able to get some time in San Jose. They traded also Jeremy Morin. He was a player that they traded 1-for-1 for Richard Panik to the Hawks. Morin has been with 4 different teams over the past 10 months and hasn't played more than 30 games for either of those teams, so I'm gonna turn these guys down. Oh god. But as I said, he hasn't played more than 30 games with any of those teams. So, but he's pretty good in GM. I think he has like elite potential, which is pretty good. But I think he's been playing down the Marlies, and he hasn't been playing too good, I don't think. Alright, I'm trying to like focus, look at my tablet, and then look at this. Alright, Pecorine, let's go. Alright, just took a slap shot. So they got back Alex Stalock, a goalie. He's got a pretty sick mask. Might be their second liner. Their second liner might be their second string goalie. They might give Garrett Sparks a chance. Like they'll do that. Wow, that guy bit. But I think they'll give Garrett Sparks, I believe that's his name, a start and see what they have in him, and then put Stalock down the line. I don't know if he has to clear waivers or not. Ben Smith, who is defenseman, more likely going to get put on waivers, and a 4th-round pick in the 2018 draft. So you don't know about that, but all in all, I know some Leafs fans didn't really like that trade. Oh my. And some of them are sad to go, but some of them are like, yes, he's finally gone, but now they are really tank nation because they have Jonathan Bernier as their goalie. Yikes. Ooh, yikes. And I'm just seeing an article under the Reimer one, and they think that the Sharks have definitely come out on top in this deal. Let's just gonna watch the replay. Oh my god. And it says that they got a bargain for Reimer, and he might be able to excel in San Jose. You don't know without all this fucking drama and stuff around him. In Toronto, he might be able to. Oh, he did a dirty bird, a dirty prick. Alright, so on to the next trade. We have Andrew Ladd being traded to the Chicago Blackhawks. And let me just, oh god, he got me again. I don't know if I can, because it has, like, what it says for the Hawks, but I know they traded Ladd, and I know they got a prospect. It was Marco Dan on a 1st and a 3rd. I know that there were other people also involved in the trade, but Blackhawks get Ladd back. They also got more players, which I will discuss later on in this video. But Ladd going back to the Blackhawks, who we won the Cup with in 2010. They're trying to get some more players back for another deep playoff run. And yeah, I don't think there's going to be anyone in the West that can keep up with them. They're trying to get the players back that they did have in 2010 while trying to replace them. Sharp is gone, Sod is gone. Who else is gone? A lot more players have been gone. I'm kind of sick right now. My nose is kind of stuffy. I'm sorry if you hear me snot a bit, but all in all, oh my, I roofed that. But Winnipeg, obviously rebuilding team after making the playoffs last year. Chicago tried to go deeper and deeper and deeper. And yeah, I think it was a pretty good deal on both teams' behalf. I think they could have got a bit more out of Lad, but a first and a third and a prospect is not that too bad. It's not too bad. Alright, next one up on the list we have Flameship Hudler. Calgary, of course, after making the playoffs last season and Johnny Gaudreau breaking out, Sean Monahan and Sam Bennett. Oh god, this is brutal. Breaking out last season, the Calgary Flames traded forward Yuri Hudler to the Florida Panthers for a 2016 second round pick and a 2018 fourth round pick. So, you don't know what those picks are going to be, but I don't think they're going to be too much. The Florida's had a pretty good year this year. I believe they're top 5 in the NHL. So Hudler, of course. Alright, we're gonna back out of this game. Hudler probably wanting a cup run. I don't know if he's gonna get that with Florida. He might. But Florida made several trades, and actually the next one coming up is 2 of them are about Florida. But if you were to tell me at the start of the season that Florida would be a buying team at the trade deadline, I'd tell you to go back to the insane asylum, because I don't think you're telling the truth. But yeah, maybe could have got a bit more out of Yuri Hudler. Maybe a first. I don't know if Florida would be looking to get rid of a first. But, I mean, a second or fourth isn't too bad, I guess. But definitely a good pick. Oh, he left. Definitely a good pickup for Florida, as they do get some top 6 depth in Hudler, who can score. He's aging. Maybe that's why they didn't get too much out of him. But I definitely think it's a good deal on Florida's behalf. Calgary selling team. I probably didn't want to be with them this year. And yeah, so we're gonna go on to the next trade. And this was only, I'd say, an hour and a bit after trading for Hudler. Oh god, what happened? Oh god, no. Oh, he fucking left again. Alright, we're just gonna wait a couple seconds here just because I'm more likely gonna get matched up with that guy again. Oh god. Alright. The Panthers get Teddy Purcell in a trade. They made a lot of deals today. They made 3 or 4. I think it was 3. They made 3 today. They acquired Teddy Purcell from the Edmonton Oilers for a 3rd round draft pick. So the Oilers, of course, very, very sadly, still a bottom 3 team, but we're not going to discuss that. 3rd round pick for Purcell, free agent pickup. Not too bad. Panthers get some depth scoring guy who can put up numbers. Not too bad. They also acquired defenseman Jakob Kindle from the Detroit Red Wings for a 7th round pick. 7th rounder in 2017. A 7th rounder for Jakob Kindle. I know he has his contract up at the end of the season, I believe. I believe he's 26, so he's going to be a UFA, so he may just be a lease player. I'm not too sure about that, but if you're a Detroit Red Wings fan and you're watching this video, tell me about Kindle. I don't know if he was a top 4 defenseman on Detroit. I don't think he was. I think he's playing bottom 6 minutes. But still some good defensive depth for a playoff run for Florida. Definitely making a playoff run. And yeah, it's nice to see different teams instead of like Chicago and Washington and LA all making these moves. Oh, I gotta fix the audio again. All making these moves instead of the regular teams that said Chicago and LA. And if I'm not commentating the best, I'm sorry. It's kind of late. I'm kind of sick. But it's nice to see that Florida is making the moves, and it's nice to see that they're trying to give Yager one more year. So, we're gonna take the shot here at Yager. They should. I would really like it for EA to add in the Yager Sally. Oh, I didn't want to do that, but Condon shit the bed on that one. Wow. And if you see this thing in the top right hand corner, it's people commenting on the actual live stream. I don't know who's doing it. I'm just gonna take an assumption that's my friend Sean, but. So, the next trade, the Oilers traded Andres Nielsen. You're probably saying, oh god, I bet on that. And who the hell is that? But he was their backup goalie. The Oilers have sent goaltender Andres Nielsen to the St. Louis Blues in exchange for the minor league goalie Nicholas Lundstrom, almost Nicholas Lundstrom. The Oilers take Nicholas Lundstrom right now, and a 5th round draft pick in the 2016 draft. So Nielsen, he was their backup goalie behind Cam Talbot. Didn't do any better, didn't do any worse than Cam Talbot, I don't think. He was their AHL goalie when people like Brizgalov were there. Oh my god, what the fuck is this guy doing? Nicholas Lundstrom, I'm not quite sure who that is. I'm just gonna assume he's AHL goalie. And the 5th round pick, apparently the Oilers need more draft picks. That's... Help me! So, Nielsen more than likely just some goaltender depth for a playoff run in St. Louis behind Allen and Elias. So, the next... I'm getting my ass kicked to this shootout. Okay, I need to score here with Barkov. There you go. So, the Habs traded Dale Weiss and Thomas Fleischmann to the Chicago Blackhawks for Philip Deneau and a 2nd round pick in 2018. So, Thomas Fleischmann, free agent pickup, barely on a contract, playing for a contract. Dale Weiss, I believe they got him off a free agency. They might have gotten him in a trade from Vancouver. I'm not quite sure. But I believe he was a pretty high scorer on Montreal. I believe he was. I'm not quite sure. Oh my god, he missed. He missed. Oh, we win. And because of that, so. I mean, for 2 free agent pickups, you get a player in Philip Deneau. I'm not quite sure what he's all about. I don't think he's very much. I know he was playing on the 4th line on Chicago. And he played tonight, actually, against the Leafs. I think he played with Paul Byron and Jacob Delarose, who might as well be Montreal's 2nd line at this point. It might as well be a 3rd round pick because of Chicago. And I'm also seeing here, the Canadians retain 30% of Weiss and Fleischmann's salaries. So, a little bit of retaining salary there. Alright, we got a couple more here. I might actually be missing some. But the next one up is... Oh, no, not Creation Zone. Okay, we need the settings, audio settings, just so I don't have to do it in... in-game. Alright, just turn all this down. So, once again, it involves the Chicago Blackhawks. So we might have, imagine that, the 2 buying teams, 2 most buying teams, I guess you could say almost at the trade deadline, before the trade deadline. The Florida Panthers and Chicago Blackhawks. Imagine if they both made it to the finals. Just Chicago versus Florida. You wouldn't think it. So the Kings trade Ehrhoff to Blackhawks for Scuderi. So, fuck, it's slow again. Alright, we'll just pick LA, I guess. Yeah, they're in this trade. Yeah, go LA, yeah. So Christian Ehrhoff to the Chicago Blackhawks for defenseman Rob Scuderi. So, I mean, LA, it's like a swap for swap. They're pretty much the same player. I believe Ehrhoff has a bit more cap than Scuderi. I'm not quite sure. But it's like depth defensemen, both old, both can't really contribute to this team. I believe Ehrhoff is a bit better than Scuderi. He's played more games. Ehrhoff has played 40 games in the LA defense lineup. There we go. And Scuderi has played 17 with the Blackhawks, and there was no retention, no salary, or anything like that. Oh, this one as well. Okay, we gotta shoot here. Alright, try to tuck that. Alright, can I, like, click on this? It's not letting me. Alright, here it is. Oh, he missed. Alright, this one kind of broke my heart. So I believe this is gonna be the last one, and this one kind of breaks my heart, I guess. Kind of does, and it kind of doesn't. The Penguins acquired defenseman Justin Schultz from the Edmonton Oilers. This guy, with all of these draft picks and young prospects that the Oilers had, they're finally going to make the playoffs this year. With talk of trading Yakupov and Justin Schultz not performing, McDavid coming back from injury, still needing a goaltender, still needing a defenseman. The Oilers have traded Justin Schultz to the Pittsburgh Penguins. I remember back when was it 2012 when this kid came out of Boston College. He's gonna be the next great thing. Oh, I don't want to do that. He's what the Oilers need. What a great signing. And then he flopped. He flopped. The defenseman has 3 goals and 7 assists in 45 games this season. So 10 points of 45 games. On the Oilers, I guess that's not too terrible. Oh, I did the dirty bird. But for a player that we set up to be almost like a franchise defenseman, and to only get a third, and it's Pittsburgh, and so it might as well just be a non-existent 4th round pick, because the Oilers, oh my fuck, so the Oilers aren't like Detroit and can't develop shit out of a 4th, a 5th, a 6th round pick. Hell, we can barely develop anything out of a 1st round pick, out of a 1st overall pick. Not even my first round, 1st overall. It's just pathetic. It's honestly pathetic on what happens. It's pathetic. It is. And a 3rd round pick, I'm gonna miss Justin Schultz. I know he hasn't been performing as good as he should be. But I mean, hell, what can you do? I mean, I just really wish he would have turned out on what we thought he would be. But, I mean, you win some, I lose some, I guess, and the Oilers seem to lose a lot. I'm just looking at the comments now, Sean. Alright, so that's gonna be the end of this one, guys. I don't think I really missed anything. I think there was a minor league deal between Ottawa and Buffalo, and Ottawa also traded Chris. No, they didn't trade Chris Neal. They signed him. I think that's about everything. There were some thoughts of people like Dan Ham, he was going to Dallas or Boston or somewhere like that. Just, it's been crazy. It's like, hey, why not wait till Monday? Let's just do it now. Fuck the trade deadline. And there's still some players that need to go, like Lars Eller, Yakupov might be going. Dan Ham, Hughes, as I said. Just hopefully it just keeps on getting better and better. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Feedback is important. Tell me who you think so far the trade deadline. My guess is gotta go Florida, I would say. Florida has done really good so far, and it looks like that they're just gonna keep on getting better and better. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, feedback is important, and we will see you guys in this video. Peace.